Hello Internet, welcome back to Oblivion. Absolutely ages since I've last played the game. I was going to mention this in a separate update video, but... well, the one I made ended up being kind of terrible, so I scrapped it, and I didn't really feel like making a new one. So, instead I'm going to spend some time in the beginning of this recording session to mention this. As much as I usually support the idea of... well, first I had to see if I need to repair anything. The idea of doing everything completely vanilla for the first playthrough, I decided to install a couple mods, a mod to basically replace the level scaling, because I really noticed that the level scaling in this game, I know it may sound like just constantly complaining about the same thing, but it's really been detracting from my attempts to enjoy this game. It just makes leveling up your character feel useless when everything in the world levels up with you. So I've installed Ascuro's Oblivion Overhaul. It does a little more than level scaling, like tweaking combat and a couple other things. But... something feels a little off about the field of view. I don't know, I'll give it a go for a little while, then I'll have to look at this, because this is... okay, come on, keep going. Not entirely sure why the frame rate's dying in a couple places around here. I'll give it a go for a little bit, then I'll have to look it up, because my field of view should not be getting reset to 75. And for one thing, it's sickening on a widescreen monitor. For another thing, everything's set up perfectly for the mod I had installed for it.
Let's hear it.
In fact, I'm going to look that up now, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, got that sorted out. Before I forget, I had to close this. I probably should have done this before starting the recording, but oh well. Bumped it up to 110, which is what I got used to while playing Deus Ex. Yes, you can adjust FOV and get widescreen resolutions in that game, just takes a little mucking about with the system.ini file. No, deusx.ini file. But let's not worry about that. That's not something I need to go over for quite a few months until I'm gonna start Deus Ex playthrough. Hello! Braville. Land of the terrible frame rates and graphical bugs regarding... what the hell? Okay, let's just ignore this for now. Okay. If I remember right, I'm currently heading towards the Mages Guild, yes, to finish off this recommendation quest. Is my timer running again? Yes, good, I did remember to turn that on. Otherwise, this would be a disaster. Oh, what the hell. Okay, I think I'll turn in this quest and restart the game.
Ghost of the old man that looks out into Nibbin Bay each night.
Do you have the mage's staff, associate?
Yes, I do.
Ah, wonderful. I shall be most pleased to return this to its rightful owner. Thank you. You needn't tell me the details of what was involved in getting it. It's perhaps better that I know nothing about it.
Oh, I just stole
Your
it.
actions for the guild more than merit a recommendation. I shall send it to the university promptly.
Yes!
And to thank you more personally, I shall teach you this spell. You may find it useful in certain circumstances.
Ooh, is it a healing spell? Please. Please be a healing spell that doesn't suck. It isn't. Damn.
Things in the guild have been...
Yeah.
Please, I'm in desperate need
Everyone's
of
saying
help,
there's trouble
and I
in Kavachi.
think you're the
whole
only
town
one that I
destroyed.
can turn
Only
to.
a few survivors.
Well, you could have
I'm so
asked me for help
No
before.
doubt.
Have you
Hold
heard
on.
any word about the other provinces?
Who
I've
is
heard
speaking?
Things are bad in Vardenfell.
Well, first and foremost,
the Telvanni
let's try quick save and quick load.
It seems it is a dire situation throughout
Nope.
all of
Hi.
Tamriel.
Greetings,
Good night.
fellow Alt.
Okay, I'll restart the game and see if that fixes everything. Hopefully it does.
I think you're the
I ran
only
across a couple
one
of
that I
mud
can
crabs
turn
out
to.
Right, so basically, it turns out I was essentially an idiot and didn't actually install the mod properly. So with that done, and updating the save once again, using
Welcome. If you
Rye
wish to
Bash,
talk, it is really no trouble at all.
everything seems to be fine. The only problem I had was apparently something I was carrying somehow got heavier because I was over encumbered and had to drop that Dwemer mace that I was going to sell. So what are you talking about? Having trouble? My time is running, right? Yes. Whoop.
I don't suppose you could help me locate my friend Henantier, could you?
I suppose. Where's he gone to?
I miss him so. We were study mates at the Arcane University, and we've come to grow fond of each other over the years. He's always getting himself into jams with the careless ways he performs his experiments, and, well, I'm afraid he's done it again. I'm going to level with you as you seem like you wish to help. Henantier isn't missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is. The problem is, he's trapped and there's no way I can free him.
Well, none of these seem like particularly great choices, but why the deception?
Well, Henantier's been warned that if he strays outside the guild rules one more time, he may be up for summary dismissal. The rules say that he isn't to practice dangerous experiments at his home. It must be done in the guild under the watchful eye of an associate. Henantier's never been one for rules, and so he's continued to perform his latest experiments in secret. If word gets out, he'll be dismissed.
Fine by me, I just want the reward, I guess. Not exactly the response I would want to give, but I don't have a choice.
Great. Whatever suits you and gets me Henantier back suits me just fine. When you're ready to go and see him, let me know. But please, do hurry.
You know, at some point, I think I'm going to try to force anti-aliasing through the NVIDIA control panel. Maybe just like 2x, because obviously this computer is having a little trouble with stuttering and struggling to run this game for whatever reason, no matter what resolution I play it in.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Did you hear that Falcar left the guild? I think Dietsan is in charge of Cheydinhal now. Goodbye.
Heard any word? About the other provinces?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the, why is the green marker still pointing to her?
Are you ready to follow me to Henantier?
Well, you could have asked me during the previous conversation, but okay, let's go.
Fantastic. Let's be off then.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dungeon.
So long.
Take care.
Okay, seem to be a few lightning bugs. Whoa, what's this? Warning to travelers and citizens of Breville. This message is posted by the decree of our most esteemed and respected Count Regulus Terentius of Breville. Warnings on slave trade, dangers in Breville County and Blackwood. It has come to the attention of imperial authorities that slave trade is illegally resumed in the province of Morrowind. The activities of slave traders have spilled into the lands east of Breville. The Blackwood Marshes, home to many Arconian refugees, are now hunting grounds for the despicable Dunmer traders. The Count Regulus Terentius of Breville, along with the Honorable Count Andel Indarius of Chidenhall, and with the support of the Imperial Legion, have decreed that any actions against slave traders will not be subject to the laws of the land. Adventurers and able citizens alike are encouraged to join their local militias and fighters guilds in order to push the offending slave traders back into the lines of Morrowind. It is advised that adventurers and militiamen take the necessary precautions to survive against the perils of the marshes during their quest against slavery. The jungles and rainforests surrounding the Panther and Silverfish rivers, where most slavery activity has been recorded, offer shelter to many other fearsome threats against which all citizens and travelers must prepare if they are to join our brave guard and militias in their task. The following areas should be considered off-limits due to their uncertain status and often confirmed danger. Aelid Ruins. It is confirmed that the ruins of Mechamentian are now base of operations to renegade necromancers who split from the Mages Guild recently after Ultimate Traven forbid the use of necromancy in the guild. These necromancers, now joined under the banner of the Putrid Hand, are hostile and will attack all those whom they deem responsible for their banishment. The ruins of Mohami and Inolota, in the shores directly east of Breville's and Eben Bay, are as of latest reports still haunted by magical creatures and undead, respectively. Forts. Fort Aurus and Fort Flacius should also be avoided. Latest local reports confirm the presence of Ultalaw Daedric worshippers, cults, and goblin clans in their halls. Unknowns. The Nibene Valley's geological composition and climate has created dozens of caverns along the banks of the Panther River. Most of these areas remain unexplored. The Imperial Authority has issued a strong warning against entering these caves. Their relative solitude has guaranteed safe haven to the most diverse and terrible beings of Tamriel. Any destruction, natural or artificial, beyond the depression of Nibene's Valley should be considered extremely dangerous and off-limits. The Breville Guard seeks to learn of the cause behind the exodus of goblin tribes westwards. The marshes have been ancestral shit. The marsh has been ancestral home to several clans of goblins. These are reported to have fled the area, possibly to rejoin in greater numbers in Westfield. It is suspected that greater force must be pushing the goblins out of their territory, although neither the governorship, what is grammar, of Breville or the Imperial authorities discard different motives. Activity by Amazon clans in northern valleys of Lower Neben is also increased, which suggests connection to exodus of goblins, slave traders and Arconians. The traders from Morrowind have probably set up encampments in the depths of the Blackwood and Panther River marshes so as to conduct raiding parties against non-layers of waterborne Arconians. It is possible that they may have also established more permanent headquarters somewhere in the vicinity of Valus Mountains to serve as center of resupply to their front ranks. Cannot to speak. Slavers will likely be aggressive against any of our fellow beast folk local militias and Imperial Legion soldiers. However, common citizens are not target of their attacks. Argonians have secured smuggling lines across southern regions of the Imperial province for many years. They use abundant waterways and thick foliage. Doesn't that actually only have one L? To avoid detection, it is speculated that in their current state of threat, Argonians will remain vigilant and suspicious of outsiders if not aggressive. Any information leading to whereabouts of Argonian smuggler leaders must be reported to Revealed Militia, Imperial Legion or Fighters Guild. It is imperative that the local authorities ascertain the connection, if any, between Regira Green and the Argonian smugglers. Appointed Special Inquisitor of Reveal, Drell Theron. I don't know why exactly, but for some reason I imagine that being announced by the 1-4 commander of that military outpost in the Cordon in Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. Which is probably why I did that whole fake accent thing through it. Whoa! Bloom! Bloom, why are you so bright? What the hell?
Well, as you can see, Henantier's right here, and he's trapped in his dream world.
I can't see actually. What's this about a dream world?
I told him that trying to travel into one's own dreams is risky, but as usual, he didn't listen to me. Always has to do things his way. Henantier constructed a magical device he called the Dream World Amulet. With this device, one can enter his own mind and experience dreams.
So essentially, it's kind of like Dreamscape. I bet most people were expecting me to say Inception, but Dreamscape did it first, back in the 80s. Ha! Anyone can dream.
True, but this is different. When you enter your dreams with the amulet, you're in full command of a dreamlike replica of yourself. All your thoughts, your skills, and your talents travel there with you. Think of it as exploring a new land, but a land within your own mind. Henantier created the amulet to see if he could use his dreams as a training ground to help better himself. I don't know all of the details, but the amulet is a conduit to get to that training ground. It's been 3 days, and he's been stuck in his dreams. I've watched him all that time, and he hasn't been up at all.
You watched him in his sleep. That's
The only way to
kind of
save him
creepy.
is to put on the Dream World Amulet and go to sleep. Only then can you hopefully find out what's happened in there.
Why me? Why haven't you tried, Miss Mage?
I fear that anyone he knows won't be able to help him in there. Since I'm in his memories, he may dismiss me as a figment of his dreams.
You can just tell him otherwise.
The only chance is for a total stranger to enter his dreams. When you're ready to do this, I'll give you the amulet. Only I know the secret way it can be removed from his neck.
So tell me about Henantier.
My poor Henantier. I shudder to think what's happened to him in there.
Well, he's just having a very long dream. It's nothing to worry about. Let's enter this dream world.
You'll have to be very careful in there. If Henantier intended it as a training ground, there's no telling what you may encounter. Don't take this sojourn lightly. The recesses of the mind can be the darkest place of all.
Oh. Something over there just moved. And I don't know what. Let's see, let's make a new save because I've trashed out the other save. Oh, okay. He's just kind of having a seizure. Can I steal something here? Petit Soldier.